guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a review on the book Bridgerton, The Duke and I. Now, usually I do reading vlogs, but my life is a hot mess right now. It really is. I just have not had the motivation to do a reading vlog. So I read this off camera and here's my review. I rated this 3.5 stars. So basically I'm bumping it up to 4 stars, and here is why. I really do love romance and historical romance books. I used to read these a lot in high school. I would hide in my room when I got home from school and just read books all night. I don't know if you guys are the same way. Leave me a comment down below if you were the same way, because that is just, that's how I was. I first watched Bridgerton on Netflix. I did not know this was a book series, so when I found out after watching the series, I was so happy. Like, I was happy because I loved the series on Netflix. Going into this, I was a little bit prepared, I guess, of what the plot was and how it was going to go. But I did not realize of the controversial scene. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but the things that I did like about this book is hearing a lot more from Simon and Daphne's perspective. I find that when I watch TV series, I don't really understand the plot until I watch it twice or more, or like really look up what it's about. So that's why I like reading the book. I enjoyed how more in-depth their thoughts were. So it was pretty slow in the beginning, but it did pull me in and I was interested in the book for about 80% of it, I would say. I thought it was interesting that Simon was all about being single and not wanting to marry because of his trauma with his dad. But I found that he came off a little too headstrong about it. But also thinking about like my childhood trauma, I can understand why he thought that way. And then when he was meeting Daphne, I thought it was really sweet that he was falling in love with her, and he was more like affectionate in this book, or like in his mind, I guess. Daphne, I really did like how she is so confident in getting what she wants and knowing what she wants. I thought in the beginning them going into this as a fake courting, that it was a little weird. I don't really read much about that, so I thought that was interesting. I love the fact at the end that she fell in love with him and he fell in love with her. Now, the scene, I did not enjoy that. I was not a fan of it. I do not condone that. It did ruin the romance aspect of the book for me a little bit, which is why I took a star off and made it like 3.5. I heard about this scene beforehand because I do watch booktubers, and they didn't explain all of it, but they explained that there might be some controversial scenes about that. So I was prepared, and I wasn't affected too much by it because it wasn't too risque, I guess. So although I did not agree with that in the book, I was fine just skipping past it, and it did not affect me as I thought it would, which is great because literally the littlest things affect me when reading a book. The Stephen King books, I had to take like a 2-month break from reading because of them. So another thing that I did not like is the fact that Simon thought he could have his way with her before they were even married, and although Daphne like agreed to it, of them like making out and doing all that in the garden, I just did not like that part because it just doesn't make sense to me why he would even go that far with her, knowing her virtue and knowing both of their titles, that she does have repercussions, risking her whole title and reputation and family's reputation because of it. I just thought that was very immature of him. Another thing that I did like is that how simple Julia Quinn's writing is. I thought it was really easy and I could understand it, so that was a plus for me. Like I said, it kept me interested about 80-85% of the time. Although it was really slow, once you get past like the first 200 pages, it was fine. I really like books that are straight to the point, and it really bothers me and irritates me that there are books that go on for 100 extra pages when they don't need to. Stephen King, I am talking to you. So with that being said, I rate this book a 3 out of 5 stars. I know there are like an extra epilogue afterwards, but I did not read it. That's pretty interesting, so we can read a little bit more. I read on Goodreads that there are spoilers in it for the next book, and I do not want any spoilers, so until I read the next book. That is my review. I gave it a 3.5 stars. I am going to keep reading the books because I do want to keep up with the Netflix shows, and I thought this was a pretty good book overall besides the controversial scene. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the book. What are your thoughts and reactions? I would love to hear your input. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.